Hi, my name is Mark Belache. I'm president of TorontoJobs.ca. Thanks for watching. In this video, I just talk about some of the things that are happening as of Monday, June 1st, and just things that are happening this week for us that you may be interested in participating in. So first of all, some updates in terms of the labor market. The Canadian Emergency Response Benefit is now into its third month. You can qualify up to 4 months as it stands right now. It seems like the government is leaning towards not extending it any further, the CERB, that is the Canada Emergency Response Benefit, but after the 4 months, but you never know what's going to happen there. People are generally getting used to working from home. Workplaces are certainly in the process of shifting from work to home or office space to a home or working remotely. We had many stories last week from Facebook, Shopify, and Google and some of the bigger companies about working from home as well. So you should think about how it may impact you in terms of working from home long term if your job allows for it. There's certain industries obviously that don't, but for the industries that do allow for it, then that would be a good idea for you to look at. Toronto Mayor John Tory announced that the City of Toronto and a number of the city's other major downtown employers, as well as Toronto's post-secondary institutions, will continue to support where possible to work from home until September at the earliest. So these include some major corporations. Some of them include Bank of Montreal, Canada Life, CIBC, Centennial College, Deloitte, Ernst & Young, Manulife, National Bank. So there's a whole long list of them if you want to check it out, of companies that are planning on working from home as much as possible. That will certainly change the way jobs are being done, the way people work remotely or otherwise. But the next thing that is on my list here is that new jobs will certainly start coming into play for workplaces in terms of workplace health and safety, and that will also create a potential for new jobs too, about how companies will handle people coming back to the office or a workplace environment. There could be many different ways that people could integrate back in. There could be everything from social distancing inside the office, plastic shields. There could be hand sanitizers when you come in, your temperature being taken, many different ways that workplaces will change in the future. And we're just really waiting for the Ontario Ministry of Labour to come up with that information. Some of the other tidbits that were interesting from last week and kind of going into this week is that the Human Resources Professionals Association, the HRPA, came up with a survey, and just wanted to share a few of the survey results here. That 28% of organizations have said they have delayed hiring, which means that 72% have not delayed hiring, which is a pretty good sign. So just kind of keep that in mind. 52% of organizations said they have changed their approach to onboarding new employees. So onboarding, bringing new employees on. 20% of organizations have provided financial support to employees to purchase equipment to work from home, which means that 80% have not. And 35% have indicated that they use Microsoft Teams to help employees stay connected. 25% indicated that they use Zoom. Another something that's come up over the last few days is the discussion of 10 days paid leave for employees in Canada, possibly Ontario as well. It makes sense that this would be in place. It is just a proposal right now, but it would make sense given that if somebody is sick, you don't want the spread of coronavirus or COVID-19 getting into workplaces. So if you're looking for a job, a few suggestions for you, just continue to stay positive. I know there's a lot of negative news out there, but just continue to stay positive. Focus on how industries are changing, how your experience and your knowledge is changing, and it may change. Think of how things will look in the future. Look at trends, look at industry changes. Speak with people in the industries that you've been in or your profession or your area of expertise and talk to them and get ideas from them. Nobody really knows what the future is going to look like, but the reality is it's going to change in many ways. But businesses are resilient and new ideas come up all the time. Watch for trends in job postings, new job descriptions that come up as well. There's all kinds of new roles that come up when you have changes, structural changes like what we've been. So check out our website at torontojobs.ca. See the postings that we have, see the information that is there, and get an idea as to what kinds of jobs are going to be in the new world. Continue to build your networking and contacts through LinkedIn. LinkedIn's a great professional networking platform. Use this time to do some soul searching. I always say that in order to find your perfect job, which I write about in my book, the best way of finding a perfect job is by just making a list to understand what your perfect job is in the first place, what you want to wear, where you want to go, what kind of people you want to work with, and so on. So you really think about that as you're doing your job search. You have to be flexible as well, maybe consider temporary positions, maybe contract roles. A lot of companies aren't really sure about what they want to do moving forward. There is the wage subsidy available for many organizations, but not all organizations qualify. And if they do, they're still a little bit uncertain as to where the future might be. So they're starting to think about hiring people on temporary contract roles. And then finally, watch videos and seminars. Lots of content out there. So in saying that, we have a few that you can join up to this week. On Wednesday at 2 o'clock, you can find out Wednesday, June 3rd at 2 o'clock, you can find out about becoming an IG wealth management consultant. So this is an opportunity for you to build your own business. That's Wednesday, June 3rd at 2 o'clock. You can check my Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter for the link to register for that. It is a free event. It's on Zoom. And or you can go to our torontojobs.ca page and click on featured content on the right-hand side. Or check out any of our social media at torontojobs.ca. We're on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. On Wednesday, also at 3 o'clock, I'm going to be running a session called The Present and Future of the Job Market. It's hosted by the Ukrainians in Toronto Facebook group. So you can check that group out on Facebook. It's the Ukrainians in Toronto Facebook group. It's the Present and Future of the Job Market. I'll be on a panel with Ina Tuka, who's lead learning and programming for HRPA, and Sylvia DeRochis, who's the senior recruiter at Point Click Care. So it'll be the three of us on a 1 hour Zoom webinar. Also, there's another segment. Access will be doing an event on Friday, which is also available through Zoom, and you can check out our torontojobs.ca website and go to featured content on the right-hand side to get the links for that and more information about it. So again, my name is Mark Belache. I'm president of torontojobs.ca. Wanted to thank you for watching this. Feel free to check out my book, which is called Tales from the Recruiter. I mentioned it earlier. And you can check out the website at talesfromtherecruiter.ca. Feel free to visit our YouTube channel as well, where we have a number of videos on different job search topics you can check out. And if there's anything I can help you with, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. You can find me online and send me your resume or send me a message or whatever, and we'll go from there. So thanks very much. Have a great day. Stay safe. Be well.